I want to talk about this shooting. So I shot a white man in America. One thing that I just want to go into Jehovah, the God of all creation, and Jesus Christ, because a lot of people do not even tell the truth about who he really is. And I understand now why they don't, because they want to run around doing what they want to do down here on this earth. Let me just go into Jehovah and what I did and how Jehovah felt about what I did. Because, see, I didn't know who Jehovah was, or that him and Jesus Christ was one and the same, until I shot somebody in America that happened to be a white man. And Jehovah gave his judgment upon me for shooting a gun and for shooting someone. And Jehovah said that I was protecting myself. So the reason why I'm making this video is because it breaks my heart to see all of the people around me that think they're going to murder me and my baby inside of my body, after Jehovah said that I was protecting myself. So I was just sitting here looking at everybody trying to be fake around me, looking at these homosexual black men coming and buying food, and looking at these black women trying to be all around me talking and yapping like they don't know what's going on, looking at the old white people sitting over eating and stuff in their face, knowing I'm pregnant and barely have food to eat, being racist, and I'm tired of telling on them. I'm just tired. I'm tired of making video after video after video telling on them, and them coming around trying to do these operations to kill me. And I just thought about it. I was like, people make you seem like you such a fucking villain when you hurt somebody. Oh, she shot him. Oh, she shot a gun. Yeah, I did. So they out here trying to murder me because of that. And then they trying to be real slick about it. They got everybody involved. And I'm tired of talking about it because it's annoying me. I just want to talk about Jehovah. I just want to talk about Jesus Christ. I just want to talk about the one true living God. And I'm not fake. I'm not phony like these people out here. They all talk about Jesus. They all talk about Jehovah. And they don't really love God. They don't really obey him. They don't care about God. They not of God anywhere in this country. Not one church. Not one organization. And they be the main ones acting holy, the main ones running around with the Bible, the main ones wanting to control everything, and they just phony. And Jehovah had to really let me know what was going on with this white man over here who they worshiping, and this white woman and his bloodline that is from the devil, that is the devil. And then over here pretending like they of God, trying to murder me and lie about my pregnancy, threatening to rape my son. And I just almost started to cry because I was like, just almost started to cry, at how many black people sit up in my face, like trying to do wickedness to me and my kids. Like, I'm very annoyed right now while I'm making my video. And I actually want to step outside out of this McDonald's to finish making my video, because there's too many people around with ears and they know what they trying to do to me in this country. And why is I'm making videos with black people trying to set me up right next to me, a white man next to me trying to set me up, everybody in the McDonald's is trying to set me up. Why would I want to be making videos around them? Matter of fact, I'm going to go on ahead and get up and go. because my phone is charged up enough to record my video until I can get to the next charging port. Because I really need to go into some emotional details about them and what's going on, and hopefully they don't cut my camera off while I'm doing this, because I don't got anything in my phone. I don't got no videos, nothing in my phone. It's just, and then to see these black men coming in here trying to help be a part of murdering an African American woman. I'm pregnant because they worshiping them. That's sad. I bet I didn't leave anything. All right, so I'm gonna lift my voice up a little bit because they kind of loud out here. But you know, I almost started to cry before I got my food and ate my little McGriddle, because it was all I could afford to eat, and I'm pregnant. And to see these black men, these homosexual black men coming in there trying to flaunt their money, you know, that these white people done gave them for worshiping them, and they think they gonna buy food in front of my face knowing I'm starving. So first of all, let me just say I'm the most famous woman in America right now. But they all trying to act like they don't know who I am while they're following me everywhere trying to set me up to be killed. That is so sad. I don't know how many is out there in this world that are not like the Americans, that would not hear my story and then lie and then try to set me up to be killed. So I spend so much time defending myself on my social media. I spend they coming around me trying to make me hostile, like they got a big black woman trying to walk up on me right now. And of course that'll make somebody like, get the fuck back, get away from me, get the fuck away from me. And see, I got a lot of videos like that because they won't stop bothering me. But the main thing that I was upset about was that I spent a lot of time trying to defend myself about having shot the gun and, you know, having shot somebody. But then I just had to think about it. I was like, how did God see it? God seen it as she was a vulnerable female, pregnant with her small child, and he was attacking them. He was attacking her. God let it be known that regardless of, God said he could have killed my children because I'm pregnant, and my child was 22 months old. So God said that he could have killed my children, but God let it be known that it was okay to protect myself. That he let it be known you was protecting yourself. And then he threw in the fact that he could have killed the kids, but it's okay for me to protect myself. Oh, Jesus, hallelujah. And that's what almost made me cry, to see the black people trying to set me up to be killed for protecting myself. Oh my God, y'all. I'm not a weak person. I don't like to cry because they don't care, but it's not about that. So let me just say that that's what breaks my heart. To see the black people trying to set me up to be killed when God said I was protecting myself. I don't want to cry, y'all. Because the way they paint and then they walking around, they want to laugh at me. That's why I don't want to cry. I want to get somewhere where I can be emotional about it. Because it is emotional. I don't want to just keep accusing black people, but they do each other real wrong. And it's a deeper, sinister reason as to why they're trying to help the whites kill me pregnant for protecting myself. So I don't even want to let my haters see me cry like that. The Holy Spirit in me is like, be strong. They got 2 black men set up on the corners right here trying to set me up to be killed. One's homosexual. They are really doing homosexual stuff, but some of them carry themselves as homosexual. And there's one over here that's homosexual, and they like the worst ones. Oh God. But back to God saying that I was protecting myself. I love God because I did not really know him, because these were the people that was teaching me in the churches. These was the people that was telling me about Jesus, or they'll tell me about Jehovah, but they never told me about them together. They never put the story together. And Jesus stopped answering my prayers when I was in the jail, when they was trying to kill me. And I was like, God, let me walk in the power of Christ. And he said, well, say Jehovah deliver me. And he taught me who Jehovah was. And they never did. They never did. And it's like, once you know Jehovah's name and Jesus' name together, then they just call you a terrorist. Because Jehovah said that it's okay for black people to protect ourselves. But see, in this country, they say it's not okay. So they don't want us to know God and his righteous judgment, that it's okay for us to protect ourselves as black people. So they immediately calling me a terrorist because I knew Jehovah when Jehovah's name came in, and I started telling the white girl Jehovah is helping me back here in the jail. Then they start calling me a terrorist and trying to murder me in the jail cell. I don't want to get into them denouncing him. That's the satanic coven. I don't want to get into that. But back to me having to protect myself. So, you know, when you got a white judge on the bench and they throwing some piece of wood down, like boom, boom, you guilty for this. Boom, boom, you hurt somebody. It's like, wow. Then you find out the truth about the wickedness of that judge. And they over there trying to pretend like they had the right to judge me. They didn't have the right to judge me with their crimes that they commit. So they go deeper into being a black person. It's just because you black, they feel like they can commit crime, but you can't. And I wasn't committing no crime. And see, I was so angry, like, at myself. I was like, I shot him, like in the midst of someone attacking you and your baby, and you try to get them to stop, and you end up picking a gun and you did shoot them. It hurts because I never hurt nobody before. I never shed nobody's blood ever. I never hurt anybody before. Like, I may have had one fight with a girl that was bullying me and I beat her up. Yeah, I was a kid. But I ain't never hurt nobody. So to hurt somebody, I was hurt. I was thinking that God was going to kill me. And the Lord, I never heard him just come to me like that. And he came in that cell, man. He came, my God, came. And I'm so infatuated. I ain't going to say infatuated, but I'm just in love with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he did that for me. That's why I really just want to get by myself, you know, just to talk about him for a little bit without everybody swarming around me, because I really love him so much. Like, why did he do that for me? You know, like, he God, the real one, the real one, the real one, the real God, the one who made everything. You know, like, he never spoke to me like that. He never come, he came. So that made my heart bleed, like, I don't mean like for like that, but poetically, you know what I'm saying? It just pour out all the anger, all the hurt, all the resentment. But I'm getting hostile because they keep trying to set me up to be killed, and they keep bothering me about it. And I don't really understand. I do to an extent about the racism, but back to God, because that's where the frustration ends. Is when he was like taking up for me, like, oh, she was protecting herself, and I'm looking like, oh, you cared about him attacking me? You cared about him attacking my little boy? Like, you really seen that? And you cared about every time that he did it? You know, he cared about how it made me feel, because I sucked it up all the time. Every time my baby daddy attacked me, I always sucked it up. You know, I never defended myself. And sometimes I didn't think that it was that bad, you know, like, because I might have not had a busted lip, or I might have not had a black eye, you know, so I might have felt like, oh, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know, but it wasn't okay, because I ended up shooting them. And they over here trying to murder our child in my body that's still alive. Like, God damn. Why you do that to my baby? Why is you torturing my baby in my body? Back to God. Because the frustration will take over, and it's unnecessary. Because that's what'll give them grounds to kill me. It really don't give them grounds. They don't have grounds to kill me, regardless of how angry or frustrated I get about what they have done to us. But back to God. He was like, he was there when he was attacking me. He stood up for me quicker than I stood up for myself. And he was like, he was abusing her. He said that to my little sister, Shakina, because my little sister was like, not being there for me. I'll just put it like that. Not the way she should have, what God showed. And God was like, he was abusing her and her son. My baby was 20 months old when Austin got out of prison. And my baby was 22 months old when I went to jail for protecting us. And if anybody would have condemned me, I would have expected it to be the Most High. So when he come all up in my cell protecting me from them trying to murder me, he said it. He was like he was abusing her and her son, and he threatened to slap my little sister in the face. God threatened to. He said, I will slap the hell out of you. And he said he was gonna let me do it, and that he was gonna be in me to slap the hell out of her. But I'm not gonna slap her. I'm just saying. It was in the visitation with God. And people want to worship these whites so bad to where you were going to let them kill me and my babies, rape us, because he was abusing us. But see, the one girl told me it got something to do with slavery. I don't care. God showed me that it got something to do with wickedness, that there's just the righteous and there's just the wicked. And every black person that's still trying to help them harm me, it ain't because of slavery. It's just because they wicked. That's it. So I don't want to talk about them because they make everything gloomy. I want to talk about God saying that he was abusing me and my son. I can't believe he cared about the times that he pushing me, ramming me into walls, and God really looked at that as abuse. And then it was much more to it. There were 911 calls that God said was evidence of him abusing me. But to me, it's like I'm so used to white people controlling everything. I'm so used to people just treating me a certain way that I was like, man, I don't even know how to represent myself, and God was saying like, no, baby, you got evidence, because he was saying Cynthia O'Vera was trying to help the Conroe police erase the evidence that Austin was abusing me. That's Austin's mother. And he's white, my baby daddy. And I'm just tired. Y'all. I'm tired of having to defend myself. I'm tired of people trying to kill me, attack me, harm me, and my children. Like, I was the sweetest person in the world. And to see myself yelling and screaming, that is not who I am. And that's why I don't know what God is going to do, but they keep coming around me, bothering me. Like right now, this white man just came up the street to come and bother me. I'm just going to walk away again because I need to talk. I just need to get it out of my heart. I love my God, and I'm so thankful for him. And he let me see Satan and he let me see him in the cell, and God was black. Oh my God. He was black. And nobody told the truth. Nobody did. And then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, why they doing this? And then Satan, he came to me in my cell. And he came just like God did. He just appeared. And he was white. And nobody never told me that either. And God told him to get away from me. God made me tell him to get away from me. And God was in me. He was with me and he was in me. And I understood. I'm trying to understand it on a deeper level now about why the whites are being so wicked and trying to go against God. Like, oh, she hurt him, we're gonna retaliate. I don't even want to talk about that. That's just so wicked. I already know about the evils that they have done to blacks. But being that blacks are doing it too, God said that they worshiping them and they not worshiping him. I don't know what kind of persecution have to come with worshiping the real God, but only thing I know is that once you worshiping the real God, then the whites want to kill you. They want to kill you for work. And so that's religious persecution. You trying to keep people from worshiping God, and that's not right. That ain't right. And the real God told them to give me my baby boy. The real God told them to leave my pregnancy alone. The real God said I should have been gave birth to my baby. The real God said they starved me. The real God condemned this whole nation. He said America is wrong for what they trying to do. But I don't even want to talk about them because they still riding around being evil, and I don't want to talk about them. I want to talk about God. I love him. And that's beautiful when everybody take the side of a white person. And then the beautiful one, because the Bible called him beautiful. The Bible say he was beautiful, and he sure is. He sure is. He is. And he beautiful inside and out. He beautiful inside and out. And I would never bow down to these hateful, wicked whites instead of the Creator. He is so beautiful. He is so special. Oh my goodness. And he cared about my son. Nobody else cared about him. They just handed him over. They just let them whites take my baby. And they threatened to hurt him so bad. And the blacks, they were saying that they would hurt my baby with the whites that they worship. Gotta calm down. Back to the love of my life. Back to Jehovah. And why it really broke my heart to see, the blacks helping these whites. I just go back to his judgment when he said it. When he said he was abusing her. Like, I don't know, people been hitting on me, abusing me. They try to bully me now. So much that it's like they want to try to make me intimidated by them or afraid of them, and using the blacks to try to help do that, because I done stood up to the whites, and I stand up to the whites, and I'm standing up to the blacks as well. So yesterday they tried to run me from Lennox and run me into the woods with my phone dead, and I did get lost, and I said, Jehovah, do something, because I don't want to hurt anybody, and I don't want them to hurt me. And he led me right back over here another route. I was walking in the dark. I didn't know where I was, and he led me right back over to this Buckhead area. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, it feels so good. It feels so good to know him. Because living in a country where they just uplift your enemies and oppress you, it hurts. I can't even count how many nights I cried in my room because I wasn't a white girl. And the black people that seem to have been getting by in society, they always act like they could not console me about that racist oppression. And let me just go back to God, because he did. He stood up for me about the racism as well. He was like, her brown skin, her curly hair is why they arrested her. So the Creator was like, when you shoot somebody and you hurt them, the way these white women try to make it seem like is that, oh, we care about all creation and she hurt somebody. So when you got God